Hey everybody, King Nick here. I'm going to play the Guild of Dungeoneering. I have a game started already, but I think I'm going to start a new one and go through the basics for you from here. The story is about a guy who was not accepted into an elite guild, so he decided to begin his own guild. I'm not going to read this off to you because that won't be enjoyable for anybody. But I'll leave this up here long enough to get you a good look at it. Alright. So we're going to start our own guild here and do with blackjacks. I'll say the quote right. We'll start our own guild with blackjack and hookers. Alright, we get to build a barracks. This game is going to work on a card battle system. How I'm going to build this room here is how it builds in the dungeons actually. And with that we're going to get chumps, which are like a base class. They all have random names and are either male or female, but it switches up. So you'll see that everybody is presented as though they're on a card, and they get mad when you click it. What are you gonna do, huh? You gonna get mad? Okay. Now we have the option to go exploring, and it's the only option we have right now. So it's gonna take us to the overworld map where there's this new basement looking thing. Click it. We get to choose our hero. If we had more classes, we could there'd be arrows on either side we could click. So right now we just have Oelda, the chump. We don't have any blessings, and we're going to start quest 1 of rats. How original. So enter the dungeon, and we'll start this. This is just going to be a basic dungeon where there's not too much to do. And it's going to give me a tutorial. So before it starts, we're going to place room cards to determine where our guy goes. It's going to be based on like a fog of war. So unexplored rooms are going to go first. Rooms with monsters in them will go first, and rooms with treasure will gain precedent. So the highest precedent room with fog of war, monster, and treasure will be explored first if you want to control it. This is how the combat works. We're each going to draw cards. He gets 1 per turn. I get 3 per turn. And this is what he's doing. It's called It's just a brain fart pretty much. My cards I could choose for Ice, Closed Punch, Cower, which was a shield, and Lucky Hit. The fist with the burst is damage, and the shield is blocking damage. Red is physical, and blue is magical. So this will do 2 physical damage. See, knock that straight off. This one here will do 1 damage to me, and it will take 1 damage off of him. So if I cower, I actually won't take any damage, and he'll take 1. Same thing with headbutt. It'll do 2 physical damage, 1 to him. So if I cower again, I'll beat him without actually hitting him. We get to choose treasure after each fight. There is head, weapon, offhand, and armor. Each treasure card will give you a new set of cards to equip or to draw during combat, including the card. This one here will block damage. It'll do a little bit, but it'll block mostly. This will block and deal a bit of damage, and this will rekindle. It'll do 1 magic damage and give us 1 heart back. I'm going to take it, the pigeon nest. Now it sits on top of my head like a crown. Alright, this is actually going to be the first one I get to control. So I can either put this here, here, or here. If I do, we'll go into that room because it's newest instead of this one. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm actually I'll put this here in the middle, and then drop a nasty rat there. For the objective here, I just have to beat 3 monsters, and I already got one out of the way as a rubber ducky. So I'm going to fight this rat and one of these other 2. I don't have any treasures. I'll throw this down too. But each turn you can play 3 cards. We'll move in here and fight the nasty rat. Nasty rat has 5 health, so it's on par with me. So I am in danger. You can heal yourself over. So if I didn't take damage here but use the healing spell, I could have 6 hearts. I'm going to use this though. So I'm going to do 1 to him. He'll do 1 to me, but I heal 1. This one here you want to block, because if he does damage to you using this attack, you also discard a card. So for the rest of the fight, I'll have 2 cards instead of 3. So I'm going to block that, so nothing happens. Bite cannot be blocked. That's what that means. This just simply can't be blocked. So we'll trade 1 for 1. Again, I can't block it, so 1 for 1. And then he reshuffles the deck, like I'm going to in the next turn. Cower. I'm going to show off the shuffle, that's why. There he goes. Lucky hit. No, kill it. Yay, we killed a rat. We should all be happy. Here's an example of armor. Armor, the ruffled shirt will give us a shift that does 1 damage. It's swift, or it's quick. I don't know why I said swift. It's quick, meaning that it will happen first. Normally attacks are resolved for both sides together, but quick attack is resolved first. And then we'll also draw a card after using it. So I'm going to take this. And then we can choose which enemy to fight now by dropping a coin. So see how I'm going to go to the right? I can change that by putting this coin here, and now we're going to the left, because this room has Fog of War, an enemy, and coins. So we'll go there first. And I don't have any more cards I want to play, so in turn. Ooh, shiny, says Oelda. Alright, I can't block it, so I'm going to try and negate it with shift. We'll draw a card, we'll lose a card though, but it'll have a net plus for us. And we lost our healing, but that's fine. Take lucky hits. And then can't block that again, so eyes closed punch. And then might as well punch him again because we'll win. And that's going to be the first quest. And I don't know if we get to pick up the coin, honestly. Alright, we get 59 gold coins for 59 gold for defeating that quest. Return to guild. We can use gold to expand the guild. We can buy anything on this row here for 50 gold. They'll do things like this will give us Crone's Knowledge, which plus 1 starting hand for the first 2 fights of a dungeon. This will give us an extra health for the first 2 fights. It's basically just to get you started until you get your level up and your stats going. And these here, we have the Cat Burglar. These are classes we can unlock. The Cat Burglar, the Bruiser, the Mime, and the Apprentice. I'm going to unlock the Bruiser first because I like the Bruiser. Oh, and then before I do that though, these 4 here are all loot cards. So if I take this, it'll unlock these 4 loot cards. Like I said, I'm going to do the Bruiser first. And I get to build it here. I'm going to build it behind the barracks. And we're going to go exploring. We still only have the cellar to go into, but now we can choose Bruiser or Chump by clicking the arrows. It shows that we've succeeded on the first quest, and let's do the second quest. We're going to go defeat the Rat King. I hope he's easy. It would be embarrassing to fail on the way to him. And he says squeak to let me know I'm not to trifle with him. The trick, at least, if you're not being timed, is to build long, winding dungeons to get your level up. You want to be at least the same level as the boss if you can be. So I'm going to do this, get out of here because it's 1 damage. Oh, as a bruiser, when you fully block an attack, you deal 1 damage. So if I block this, he's going to take 2 damage. See? Neurotoxin, I'm going to block that. So he'll take a damage and I don't have to discard a card. I can't block this, so I might as well just punch him. Oi! I don't express very often, so sorry if that was off-putting. Okay, now we can choose from Cuppa, Ruffled Shirt, or Pigeon's Nest. Cuppa will give us fire damage, which I like magic damage. I shouldn't say fire damage, magic damage. And I'm going to take Shift, though. I like it better. Alright. What I should have showed you earlier is the Rat King here should be level 3. I don't think it's going to show me. Yeah, he looks to be level 3. We have a bunch of level 2 rat men running around here. So I'm actually going to build this here, throw this rat here, throw this rat here. And we're going to start walking this way again because there's a lot more precedent for this direction. Can't block it, so just going to punch him. Right in the face, his little rat face. I can't block it again, but I don't have a choice not to. Alright, we're going to shift, give me an extra card. You trying something? So, I don't know if the same audience from my Isaac videos is going to cross over into this video. Alright, so I can choose from the Paper Crown, which will give us Holy Seal. For every damage we block, we'll heal 1 heart. We can get Sliced with the Fork, Repel with the Wooden Stool. I'm gonna go with the Paper Crown because it doesn't give me an and it's a better defense item, I believe. And you really want defense when you're playing as a bruiser. Alright, I'm gonna put this here, and I'm gonna drop a Ratman in here. I'm making this dungeon a lot longer than it needs to be. If we beat this rat, by the way, we'll get that gem. And gems are the better way to, other than defeating quests, are the better way to get your money. Can't defend it, so I'm going to shift. Yeah, okay, so I don't know if there's going to be a lot of crossover in this audience and my Isaac audience, but I just spoke with my friend, the Punisher you'll come to know him as. And he told me I sound uptight when I'm doing these, and I want you to know that I'm incredibly uptight. I am the epitome of the stereotypical white man that you'll see in a black comedian's repertoire. So if my uptightness becomes apparent, I apologize. I don't know any better, and and it's hard to it's a little hard to maintain a conversation with myself for a half hour at a time out loud. In my head, it just rattles off. Alright, there's nothing new to this fight. We're just gonna fight another rat. I'm gonna block it so we don't get the neurotoxin. Shift to get a new card. Punch him. Block that so he'll die in this round. No, he won't. Oh, hey, how are you doing? I'll learn this unblockable. Every now and then I miss something like that, and that's usually my downfall. Alright, so I have both Ruffled Shirt and the Paper Crown. If I take the Straight Jacket, I gain 1 health, but I lose Shift. I'm not willing to do that, so I'm going to just take some gold. which gives me another treasure card. Oh, I made squeak. That's what I meant to say. Alright, I can't put this here because it needs to have an outlet on all three sides, if there's one there. So I guess I'm going to drop a jewel here and silver coins up here, and we're going to take this fight around. Give us that massive gem, he says. Saris. I have not read any of their names yet. Alright, I can't block it. Make sure I know that before I choose, and I'm going to punch him. I can block this one. He'll actually take 3 damage off this one because I'll block that. He loses 1 for doing it. I do 1 here, and I have Spiky, so we're going to mess him up here. Same thing here. 2 damage at least. Alright, I can choose the Quaff, which gives me 2 and 2 health. But I lose Holy Seal. I can choose Stiletto, which gives me a quick attack with magic block and 2 physical damage. Or I can choose Rekindle and Bash. This is a tougher one. They're not going to use magic attacks, so I'm not going to use magic defense a lot. I'm going to take the club. Get that gem there. And we're level 3. We should be able to fight the Rat King. The only downside now is just getting to the Rat King. It seems like that's going to be the pain. I really drug this out as long as I possibly could, didn't I? I think I'm going to finish this dungeon and then the video is going to be over though. But the good news, if you like the video, is that it seems like it's going to take me a while to beat the dungeon. Alright, I can't block it and I have nothing but blocks. So I'm going to nice try chump because nobody has magic attacks. Alright, shift to get a new card. Neurotoxin. I'm going to block it and heal. And do damage to him because I'm a bruiser. Can't block it, so... oi. I have to block it, so bash. Well, I don't have to block it. I can just kill it and just be done with the damn thing. Alright, I can choose from Ruffled Shirt, Paper Crown, or Wooden Stool. Wooden Stool, actually, I don't lose any cards for it. So, what do I get for having the... It doesn't show me. Okay, I'm going to take the Wooden Stool, because it doesn't say I lose any cards. Alright. This will not let me get to the Rat King. But I can throw this down, and we'll have this fight. This is the downside. You really have to plan your dungeon properly. You don't, because you're going to get stuck without a way to the boss. I don't think you can get stuck, but you know it takes a while to. It'll take a while to find your way to him. Fighting a Gnoll here. Gnolls are slightly tougher enemies, but not terribly tougher. They get Fury when they're, I think, at less than half health. They do 1 extra damage. Alright, Shimmering Cloak. I can get rid of Shift for Fire Blast and Mind Strike. I can take Stiletto, which I already decided not to. Or I can get the Tattered Mail, which gives me a counterattack and +1 health. I'm actually going to take it in place of Shift. Yeah, I'm going to take it in place of Shift. And then get our coins. Come on, dungeon. Treat me right. Okay. Nope, that is not. I needed a 3 there. Alright, can't do anything there, so I'm just going to go in and fight this enemy. I feel like this video is going okay. If you want to give me any insight, I'll take any comments anybody has to make. I appreciate the views, and I'm fighting a rat man, not a gnoll. That's what I forgot. I appreciate all the views. If you could subscribe or like the video, that would be terrific. And I'm going to plan to put these out. I'm going to try for a regular basis. At least one every other day. Alright, looking at this, I can change out my paper crown for Fire Blast or Smash, which Smash is awesome. Or I can change it for the Sparkly Headband, which I don't lose my cards for, so I get to keep Holy Seal, and I would also get Fire Blast. So I'm going to take that and hope I get something to fill in this area. Nope. Nothing. I'm going to have a fight at least. No reason to turn down gold, which is the focus of the game, is gold. Your explorers are gonna die, and that doesn't matter at all. I'm like, the point is that they die. All you care about is the gold. Alright, I'm down to one card. This might be where Ceres dies. Yep, Ceres will die. How much gold did I get for it, though? Alright, I got 41 gold for dying. Return to guild. And I get to build a graveyard to honor Ceres. So I'm going to put it next to the entrance here. There's Ceres. Dungeon runs 1, gold earned. 41 kills 8. Here lies Ceres, completely unremarkable in every way. Alright, well, that's going to be the first video. I hope you liked it. Oh, hey, I get Santa the Barbarian. I hope that one survives a lot longer. Before I call the video, I'm actually going to expand guild, and we'll buy one of the trinkets. No, well, I'll buy some gear. Yeah, I'll buy the gear. And we'll connect it to the bruiser room here. Alright, and that's going to be the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Click like, click subscribe. I appreciate it all. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.